Conker's Bad Fur Day right from the very beginning had us doing some wild stuff, from wandering around drunk and hungover to giving drugs to a scarecrow, and then very early on in the game we encounter these two iron blocks stacked on top of each other, and the little guy on the bottom's like, hey man, you gotta get this fat ass bitch off my back, which is genuinely hilarious. And then Conker's like, oh damn it, another person who wants my help, and then the guy says, listen, you get rid of that mouse over there, I'll make it worth your time. And one more thing, if you run into my friend Bert, let him know Jack sent you, and then everything will be A-okay. And so you carry on, and you run into Bert, and immediately realize that Bert is kind of a little bit on the slow side, because Bert's like, oh, I'll open the gate for you. You can get on with whatever it is that you need to be doing. And so you can then go in and you can kidnap the cheese. The cheese is alive, and the cheese begs for its life while you carry it to the mouse. And when you get back to the mouse, you immediately realize, hey man, this mouse kind of seems a little bit slow, because you throw him his cheese and he's like, oh, that was really delicious. I'd like to have another if that's okay. And so of course you bring him another, and I'm thinking, because I was an innocent little boy the first time I played this game, that I'm going to feed him some cheese and he's going to get all fat and happy and he's going to take a little nap or wander off and hide in his hole. But no, you feed him a third piece of cheese and this guy starts grunting and groaning and farting and sharting, and he begins to swell up real big, and there's like gas coming out of him and stuff, and the next thing you know, he explodes and there's mouse guts everywhere, and it's raining down from the sky, and his little mouse head falls in front of you and stares up at you and blinks at you, and it's just like, dude, what the hell did I just do? Because most of us, like, we were kids when we played this game, and it was hilarious. It was dark, but it was hilarious. Which is wild, because this game was actually intended to be like another kid-friendly Nintendo 64 3D platformer that we were accustomed to, and then Rare got like super chastised over making basically another Banjo-Kazooie style collectathon, and they were like, oh yeah, well fucking hold my beer and watch this shit. And then they put out this game instead, and I, for one, am glad it went that direction. And if you are too, you should consider liking and subscribing to my channel, because there's going to be lots more of old games like this. Now, let's get back into it and finish up this little bit. So then the big block jumps down off the little block, and he's all like, oh, thank God I couldn't have lasted another minute like that. And then he tells you, oh, there's something real neat inside that barn. You just gotta find your way in there. And basically your reward for helping these guys out is that they're like, oh, you can climb on top of us to get to the top of the barn to push a button and open a door. So that's what you do next, and you see the door open, and then if you want to see what's in the barn, then you need to come back for the next time I put out a video. In the meantime, if you would like to catch up on some other memories from back in the day, check out this video here for some more retro gaming nostalgia.